welcome to Anchor Network, where you get updated news of things happening around you. If this is your first time of visiting this channel, I would like and encourage you to subscribe so that you get updated news as soon as we publish them. Following the dwindling fortunes of the All Progressives Congress (APC) under the watch of the national chairman Adams Oshiomhole, governors of the party across the country have resolved to save the party and show its embattled chairman the exit door. Sources who wouldn't want their names in print told this reporter that some of the governors have resolved to save the party from any further slide into more crisis over the crude style adopted by its chairman that has earned the party more enemies than members. Specifically, Governor Yahaya Bello, GYB of Kogi, one of the few allies left with Adams Oshiomhole, National Chairman of Progressive Congress (APC), may have begun a tactical withdrawal of support from the embattled party chairman after recent move by the APC National Working Committee (NWC) members' decision to throw Oshiomhole under the bus. Yahaya Bello, unknown to many, was Oshiomhole's saving grace when the party chairman was arrested last year over multiple allegations bordering on extortion from party candidates before the election this year. As length, GYB, who is Yahaya Bello, was the only governor who picked Oshiomhole's call while he was under detention by DSS. At the Oshiomhole was given an option of resigning after irrefutable facts of his betrayals were shown to him. It was a case of multiple extortions from party candidates. He even allegedly collected money from PDP party stalwarts to undermine his own party primaries in some states. The DSS considered that a matter of national security, explained a source. According to close confidants of GYB, many governors and party faithful of APC had shunned calls from the embattled party chairman, especially when they learned that Aisha Buhari, wife of President Buhari, was also one of the arrowheads angling for the axing of Oshiomhole. Yahaya Bello unknowingly picked Oshiomhole's call. By that time, Oshiomhole was in DSS detention, had managed to delay his resignation by appending fake signatures to confession to his alleged crimes and resignation letters. The DSS had to verify each time and ask him to properly append his signature, explained a close confidant to the Kogi state governor. As learned, Governor Yahaya Bello's intervention after unwittingly picking Oshiomhole's call saved the embattled chairman. It was Yahaya Bello who mobilized the presidency to tread carefully on the matter, after persuading them that such move could impact negatively on the party at the polls. But the move by Bello was said to have angered Mrs. Buhari, who is believed to be Yahaya Bello's friend from way back in their school days. Governor Yahaya Bello reportedly spent several days trying to explain his position to Mrs. Buhari on the matter. With the loss of Zamfara State to PDP at the Apex Court on account of a bungled party primary, the knives have again come out for Oshiomhole, a reason why Governor Yahaya Bello has begun a tactical withdrawal of support for the party chairman. Few days ago, the deputy chairman of APC, Senator Lawal Shaibu, wrote to Oshiomhole to follow the path of honor and resign in the face of glaring incompetence exhibited by Oshiomhole in the handling of the party's affair. The call for Oshiomhole's resignation has been receiving the endorsement of members of the National Working Committee (NWC), the latest being APC governors. The whole thing is becoming messy. As it is now, Oshiomhole's chances are very, very slim. These are the allegations or the things that came up before the election sometime last year, but they denied it. All of them behaved as if nothing happened. They were coming out to deny it. But some of the party member was coming out to say this man is not fit to be the chairman of the party, because the way he was talking, they knew quite all right. A lot of people knew quite all right that Oshiomhole is going to put them into trouble. And Oshiomhole was just talking as if he was being sent to God to come and be the president of Nigeria, or he was the only one that is very, very clean. It's the same Oshiomhole that will be calling other people thieves. And meanwhile, a lot of allegations concerning the way he managed Edo State government. You can imagine the kind of revelations corruption that we are talking about. A lot of people, Nigerian people, were really tired of PDP. That was why they brought in APC. But we found out that they are of same, because majority of people in PDP defected to APC, and APC people that preach APC that preaches integrity and corruption free, they are so comfortable with all these people that they complained about, because they always talk about PDP did this, PDP did that, and most of them came to your party and you see nothing wrong with it. So where you are preaching corruption or fight against corruption, who is deceiving who? And that was why Oshomole the other time, he said, once you come to APC, your sins are forgiven. And nobody could caution him. We have a leader who is supposed to be the leader of that party. We have big people, big shots that have voice, that could have brought them together and, try to clear all the mess that was coming. No, and none of them could say anything. Even the president will just keep quiet, because as it is now, he's the head of the party. He left a lot of things to be done unduly. But that is not what we are talking now. But what we are talking now is that a party that preaches integrity, corruption, and all of that, we can see what is happening and coming out from their so-called party chairman. Though everything is still allegedly. There was a time he was being arrested by the DSS. He came out, he said no, they just called him for few questioning, and that was all. That people were just insinuating what was not. But what do we have today? Corruption. They are deep neck in corruption. The same APC, the same people that were campaigning against PDP, campaigning against previous government that they looted and all of that, the same Oshomole that talks without reservation. A lot of people knew it, that the way Oshomole was going, that he just came to damage the party. Now the party has more enemies than friends. Of course, the party was having enough enemies, but Oshomole came to add to the enemies that the party is having. It compounded the whole problem. They asked Oyegun to leave, that because they felt Oyegun was not smart, Oyegun is not vibrant, so they needed somebody that would do the bidding, somebody that can, reshuffle the whole thing. No, we can't even take it away from him. It's not as if he didn't try or he didn't do much, but his negative side overwhelmed the positive side, because people were saying it, that this is not Labour Party that you just try to say this is what you want and it has to be like that. You have to carry everybody along. You have to show love. You have to let people hear their opinion. It's not one-way traffic that whatever you say will be the final. At some point, Oshomole was talking as if he was the president of the country. He will tell you, if you don't do this, I will do this. I will don't take nonsense. I will don't condone whatever. People like, no, this guy, you don't do things that way. But what we are concerned as a people is that the kind of allegations concerning corruption, concerning money he collected from the party members. A lot of people came out that time to say Oshomole collected. If you hear the kind of money that was said, it's really mind-boggling. It's really terrible that this kind of accusation will be coming from a party that, that puts themselves at the pedestal of holiness, at the pedestal of, group of saints. Like people always say that at the end of this regime, that you will see deep revelations that will be coming up. Deep revelations are coming up, even from what the president's wife was saying, the allegation she made. Up till now, we've not had a concrete analysis or a concrete explanation concerning how those monies, were spent. Like they always say, a thief cannot accuse a thief. It takes a thief to know a thief. So as it is now, Oshomole's chances are very, very, very slim, because I knew it quite alright that after this election, they want to get away with him. They want to get him out of the way, because even his system of operation right from time, they knew quite alright that this guy will not last, but they just wanted that election to take place, because if they had allowed him to go, because there was this cry that time that they wanted Oshomole to leave the party, because that was about 1 month when he was being appointed. After 1 month, everybody started seeing his true color, his true person. You could see the arrogance in Oshomole. because of the election, they had to, like, try to manage themselves. That, okay, let them even win the election. But thank God for them that they've gotten what they wanted. Definitely, Oshomole chances are very, very slim. So I don't know what you guys feel about all of this. Is whether you think some people will see rally around him, to for him to uphold that position. But as it is now, there's no more election, there's no more campaign. I don't think they would want to go go with him. But let's see as everything comes out. So I would like you to leave your comments and let's learn from each other. Thank you very much. Bye.